Who are you with? Find a partner. Find a partner.
I would need a partner.
I got the answer. Raise your hand when you have a partner. Who are you with?
Because when nobody like sideways and then
Who are you with?
sideways, and people don't read.
Yeah, sorry, groups of 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Who are you with?
I got a partner. I got a partner. Okay.
You 3?
Me and my niece already got our papers.
I gave it to you.
No, I gave it to her.
Who are you with?
I was in a room.
She's got your paper. Who are you with?
It's A+. What is she talking about?
Angel. You got a partner?
Who are you with? Who? Caitlin? Can Ruth join you?
I have to take all these sushi stuff. I have to go to the look. I just got this book and I had to put all this weight in it.
Yeah. Get with your partner. I'm gonna put 10 minutes on the clock. 10 minutes on the clock. What is it? Is it morning? Good morning.
Yep. Good morning.
I'm not feeling well today. That's all right.
That's all right.
It's okay. I'm coming to you. After Ms. Davis. Yes. The lights are coming on in 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes. All right. Let's see it. What are we doing? What's the difference
They old. And I'm just looking at them. Look. I don't. Look. I was looking at it really. When we went to science and I had to do 3 papers. I'm organizing it. But I turned out all this first one. He a big 80. I'm like, how about I'm like, every class I got.
So, do you need this to copy? Miss Brown, what are we doing?
I just did some on here.
Can we do that later and work on this?
Yeah, I just shut.
8 minutes, 42 seconds, collecting it at the end of that time.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Leave it open, it's hot. How you doing?
No, who is Rara?
What?
He's not here today.
Who's Rara?
It's your uncle. It's your uncle. I think it's better. How we doing? Let's see it.
How you doing, man? So what exactly are you doing right now? I'm Miss Thomas, by the way. I'm sorry.
Nobody don't care about you.
What exactly are you doing right now?
Associate property and multiplication.
Okay.
Addition, multiplication.
Okay. Are y'all working together or are you doing this separately? Because you're just getting to work. Is your partner on the same page? He's not quite as far as you are, but I'm sure he's working on it.
You missed yesterday. I want to make sure you know this for the test tomorrow. Let's see it.
How are you, sir? Oh, well, thank you.
Let's see what you can do.
What are you working on,
We've
sir?
got today to figure it out.
I'm about to finish the problem.
The entire...
Yeah, the worksheet.
This is really easy.
Oh. Well, excuse me. Okay, we'll let y'all work. Hi, gentlemen. Hi. Do you mind?
Shut up.
How you doing, sir? What are you working on right now? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What?
Commutative and associative
Do
properties.
you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? We'll see.
6.5 minutes.
All right.
Which one? Your partner doesn't know
So y'all are partners. Okay. How you doing, sir?
Good.
Nice to see you again.
You don't need me. You don't need me. Lorraine, what we doing?
What's on tonight?
I'll be right over. I'll be right back to check on you.
Why do you have 2 sheets?
There's something different.
What is that?
Something we did yesterday.
Do you need it to help you or something?
Explain this one.
I was just looking at it.
Okay. You seem stuck. What's going on?
I have no idea what this kind of your property is.
Aren't you supposed to be working with your partner though? Is he your partner?
All 3 of us are partners.
And none of y'all know?
Yeah, I think she knows.
You know? Did you ask her yet?
I couldn't show him this.
Yes, it seems like she has done it already and y'all are partners. So how is it that you haven't done it yet if y'all are working together? How you doing, ma'am? You're not giving her the answer, are you? Oh, okay. If y'all want to, I think that you can circulate if you want.
You're saying it doesn't work because it doesn't it doesn't work because it doesn't work.
I'm just waiting for you to finish that one so we can talk about the next one. Can you call me when you're on the backside? Because I'm going to have one of you present the first one on the backside. I'm going to have one of you I'll be right over this round.
What is associated with? Right there, I see you.
This means what? What does that mean?
What do you mean by
So essentially,
Go, here you go. Ready?
and so if you want, you can just so where you're going. So how do you just do this? Are you sure? Some of them are working with but half of them.
oh well
You don't know, and you're working with a partner, but they have another rate. So I'm just gonna that's what I was doing. Or you could just like Andrew, like and just take it away. Oh my God. You know what I mean? So essentially, taking notes on what the teacher is saying, who is on task here, and then what the students are saying, and then like what they're working on. So we shall see.
Time update.
I had a slow
We're going
start.
to take
I said what?
We're gonna take-
I never said that.
the expectation that the room is silent in 4, 3, 2,
You wasn't about to do
1. I'm waiting on 3 people. I'm waiting on 2 people. I'm waiting on 2 people. Thank you, folks. We're gonna take 3 more minutes with this. 3 more minutes, then we're gonna talk about our whole group. Yes. You can give an example. Why doesn't it work? What if you get an example? I will let you 2 debate and I'll check in. You finished debating? You won. Okay. Alright, so what do you believe? What do you believe?
That it don't work because it don't work.
Okay, what do you believe?
the same thing, but I don't know how to explain it.
But if you give an example, people don't understand it, right? Like, it's not just going out there and writing on the board. It's not what it doesn't work. That's not going to make sense. But if you write an example, it's going to make sense.
Which one are y'all doing? Okay, so when you do it, you give an example.
So, give an example that makes it.
Give an example and tell them, so why does multiplication work with students? Why? I gotta go back.
I was distributing it whenever it's called. That's why I told them.
Remember part 2 trimester 1? What's up?
Check my answers.
What'd she say? What'd she say? You don't know? We're working together.
Oh, yeah.
We are? Okay. Let's see if we can answer part 2. If you don't get to the back 5, that's okay. Alright? I can have someone else do that problem. But let's see if we can answer part 2. You want to present? I know you don't. Let's see if we can get part 2. What does it say? Which one? How do you know that?
Because we distribute the number, so that's the categories. You add, you multiply it onto, so 5, so x is 5x. So we're gonna do 5 times 2, and it's 10. And this
What did Rara do wrong?
Rara didn't distribute it, he just added the,
Did he distribute the first time?
oh yeah, he forgot to distribute the second time.
The statement has been out for a while, right? Yeah. Never mind, she arrived. Thank you.
Hold your ears.
We are silent and 4, 3, 2,
Mr. Fox, want me to
One.
say number 1?
folks, raise your hand if you need more time. Raise your hand if you need more time. We're gonna take 5 more minutes. I'm coming at you after I talk to the crowd. What's up?
I can say number 1 for you.
Number 1?
See.
Cool, cool, cool. We can do that. Remind me, because I'm gonna forget.
Okay.
Who was it? Allie?
I know what it is, but I'm I'm smart.
Hi, Ms. Davis. Welcome back to the deal. Here's what I want you to do. Can you sit?
They see me rolling.
You ready? Can you sit with me? I guess. I'm coming around. Check on your progress.
I'm done.
Turn it over.
No, this part of us trying to continue to
Miss Powell, I'm coming.
So, while I'm
You ready?
just do the front. Oh, anything?
You don't need me.
I know how to stop it, but I don't know how to do it.
Wait, say that. What one? 12. He told me. He told me 6 times X and then 6 times 2. Miss Powell, have a question for you back. Sup? Distributed property is please don't work the board. We've got a number on the outside of the board.
Wait.
What do we do with it? Hold on, just one minute.
I had bacon yesterday night and this morning. That one was good. My mom got up like 6 o'clock.
What should you be doing right now?
Huh?
What should you be doing right now?
I'm done.
Instead of checking on you.
But wait, not.
I see it?
What's this extra line for?
Let me too.
1 is fine. 1 is fine. It's okay if you have 1. 2 is great. 1 is fine. What's that? Extra credit? No, girl. I got something to work on. Stop.
What is the reason why you can't use injection?
I've got a sharpener behind the desk next to my cereal. Not yet, so stop.
What's the reason why you can't use
Oh, it's over there. It's right there.
Talk about it.
What's the reason why you can't use subtraction?
How we doing?
Nobody does it.
How we doing? So you just told me how to distribute. He did. Yeah, he did. Let's look at this. See which person does it right.
Wait, I got a question. So, for this.
Been trying for 13 weeks. Thank you, Miss Davis.
Yeah. Alright, so I write the X.
Yeah. You're good? Thank you. Yeah, girl, and you're hard working. Okay. Let me give them some.
Did you tell everybody I didn't do any questions?
Ooh, I told
Is it in regards to like,
I
what
told
I
them.
was made
What? You got something to work on. Let's see it. Lewis, this is for you and Mr. Morrow.
Mr. Fontaine, what I do in the test?
She's talking about the exam, the final exam from T1.
Because.
We're gonna take about another minute with this, and then we're gonna hear from the peers.
Wait, I got a question.
Is that right?
Size of
Ooh.
numbers doesn't matter.
I raised my hand.
Thank you for raising your hand, Ms. Davis. I need to give out tickets. Who's right? Why is he right?
Because he did the district property.
Who did? What did Rara do wrong? There you go. You just
Right, he did.
tell me what Rashay did right, and tell me what Rara did wrong.
Rashay is correct because
Yes,
he
Joseph.
distributed the five to the numbers
You can't say
inside of the parentheses. Rara was the right track, but he distributed just the X. It's too much to
Yeah, you and your partner.
I can share
Which one are you gonna share? This one. Part 2.
I just need participation points. That's
I
all.
got you, girl.
I know you are.
No E. All this months you didn't know me. It's okay.
You're the first Jasmine I've met without an E. I apologize. I'm a kid. So my niece's name wrong, Jasmine's name wrong. I'm working on it.
We done.
You done? Can you
Bell.
give me an example of community property?
Miss Davis. The teacher told me to sit here. I
We
asked
did
her.
that already.
So, which
Miss
one?
Davis, I didn't mean to start mess.
We did this already.
If that's her seat, swap.
Where you said Tennessee?
No, yeah. Who is this?
You know you want to listen? Come on, get up.
That ain't my
All right, I'll
initial.
sit in your seat if you want to get up. You turn this your job.
Huh?
How about that? Yeah?
Turn this your job.
No? Okay. All right. We are silent. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful people. We've got 10 minutes. 10 minutes left together. Let's take a moment to hear from yourselves, from your peers, how we did on this work. How we did on this work. Think for yourself.
Can I answer on this?
Hold on just a moment.
You gotta go to
Let's try again. We are silent in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's make sure we show our peers some respect. We're looking at Miss McPherson. Ooh. Ooh.
I didn't say it. I was giving somebody else.
Okay. Joan Smith, give me an example. Give me an example of the commutative property of multiplication. Give me an example of the commutative property of
3 times
multiplication.
5.
3 times 5.
5 times 3. 1 times 40.
Anybody got beef?
Yeah, I got beef.
Yeah. Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, can you give me an example of the commutative property of addition?
80 plus 20.
Yeah, addition. Yep. 5 plus 3 equals 3 plus 5. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Some of that. We're gonna move forward. Let's take a look at part 2. Part 2. Mr. Jones Smith. Ms. Brown is about to share with us how she arrived at her answer for
You
part
want to
2.
do part 3 too?
Go ahead, Ms. Brown.
Oh, you gonna tell you who was correct?
Yeah, tell us who's correct and how you got there.
Alright, Rashay is correct because he distributed the 5 to the numbers, all the numbers inside of the parentheses.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Rara was on the right track, but
Rara's on the right track, but what?
he didn't distribute the 5 to the 2. He only distributed the 5 to the X, so
Okay.
he was halfway.
So Rara, Ms. Brown, spot on. Rara distributed correctly the first time, the 5 to the X, but not the second time, the 5 to the -2. Raise your hand if you disagree. Anyone disagree?
I know, I'm just playing.
You're just playing. All right, thanks, Ms. Davis. Let's look at part 3. Let's look at part 3.
I ain't say yet.
You guys are gonna do division. Does anyone want to share part 3 subtraction? Does anyone want to share part 3 subtraction?
I said,
Alright, Joe Smith, go ahead.
because if the lower number is first, it will be a negative, but if the bigger number is first, it will be positive.
Joe Smith, spot on. Can you give me an example? Do you have an example?
Like, 3 minus 2
3 minus 2.
is 1. 2 minus 3 is negative 1.
Negative 1. So the commutative property does not apply to what operation? Subtraction. Let's say it again. The commutative property does not apply to what operation? Subtraction. Okay? Anyone have any questions about that? Or does anyone disagree? Miss Carter, can you give me another example?
The example I put was like, you can take 4 from 7, but not 7 from 4, unless you want to have a number.
Okay, so she said you can take 4 from 7, but you cannot take 7 from 4, right? 7 minus 4, Mr. Sacco. 7 minus 4? 3. Ms. McPherson, 4 minus 7. Negative 3. All right?
So what you're saying is the reason why it can't, because it would give out a negative number, is that what you're saying?
Is the answer the same?
No, no.
No, so it's going to give us a different answer. We
Is
good?
the,
She wasn't here yesterday, she got
I
it.
know what you're talking about.
Yes.
if you,
I
well, I forgot
wasn't
what
here
it's called.
yesterday either.
The-
I'm not sitting here like I know.
Go ahead, Ms. Brown.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
It gives you the other side of the 0.
Yep, it's on the other side of 0 on the number line. And now, our duo in the back is going to tell us about the last one. Which one of you is speaking?
Wait, so we supposed to do the right number? We ain't put the right words? We ain't put the right words?
Go ahead.
Are we supposed to write
So
words?
we were explaining and giving an example. All right? Go ahead, gentlemen. We are looking at the last question on the back side. What reasons can you give why the commutative property does not apply to division? Go.
It doesn't apply to division because division is a negative.
Sacco. Hold on just a moment. That's 3 today.
I ain't get done.
Turn around. Let's do it. Let's do it. Go ahead.
Division is a negative operation, and by that I mean every time you enter the division problem, your number decreases, and unless it's
Okay, carry on.
negative number. Yeah, and when you use multiplication, it's just like the opposite of division. Your answer increases, and then like when you mix it up, it's the same. When you mix up the words, the numbers in the multiplication problem, it stays the same. When you
Okay.
mix it up in the division problem, all the numbers are mixed up completely. Your answer isn't the same.
Got it. So, 2 key points. Let me see if I got them. 1, for multiplication, when you change the order, you will get the same answer, right? The inverse operation, the opposite operation of multiplication is division.
I brought my book set.
When you mix it up, you may not get this, you won't get the same answer, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example, Mauro Turner? Can you give me an example of this? Mauro Turner?
Who that?
Please, let's go. Short on time.
What time we leave here?
Wait,
What we got?
we lost it. We silent again in 3, 2, 1, freeze.
10 divided by 2 divided by 5 is 1.
10 divided by 2 divided by what?
Divided by 5.
Okay, and, so, I'm sorry, take me through it. 10 divided by 2, 5.
Upside down.
5 divided by 5, 1. Give me another example, or change the order. Apply the commutative property.
5 divided by 10 divided by 2.
5 divided by 10 divided by 2. 5 divided by 10 divided by 2. 5 divided by 10, 0.5. Right with you. 0.5 divided by 2,
0.25.
0.25.
Wait, what we getting on?
That's stupid.
Don't make me a problem like that.
Hold on, wait.
I won't do it.
You're good? Okay, go ahead. What's your question, Mr. Richard?
The first one before that, it would give you the right answer.
It would give you the wrong answer, right?
Why don't they say that? Why don't?
So look, you arrived at it yourselves. It's beautiful. Here's what we're gonna do. We have. Does anyone have any questions about the work that we've done today? Mr. Jones Smith asked me a question earlier, and I wanted to make sure I addressed it. Mr. Jones Smith asked me to explain the difference between grouping and ordering, and I'm gonna call on Mr. Quarter bomb to help me out with that. Quarter bomb. The difference between grouping and ordering.
Order.
Wait. What does it mean to order something or reorder something, Mary? Does it stay in the same place?
Order?
Yes. When we reorder, so we change the placement. How about grouping? What are we doing with the parentheses? We're moving the parentheses. We're good, Smith? We're good?